Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be adding some additions to the Central Park, which I think is very needed. So let's get started. So these are 4 tree designs that I have made, sort of. I'll explain that in one moment. I made these, and these today I'm going to be placing in the Central Park because I think the Central Park right now, it's very important to have trees. So I want to put, right now my plan is to put these 4. I want to have one over here. I want to have one right over here. I want to have one down lower and one kind of up in that corner. So I don't know how much you guys have seen recently. I don't know when was the last time I made an update, but I finished this hill and I added this path with a little statue here. And I continued these red flowers to kind of complete it. And then I added some benches over here and a little bit of greenery. So I think without further ado, let's take a look at the trees and then get them placed. So you may sort of recognize these trees because they came in one of my favorite LEGO Ideas sets, which is the A-frame cabin. Here it is right now. The A-frame cabin, if you don't know, came with 3 trees. There was this one, which I have kept the tree model the exact same. The only thing I did on this one was change the color of the leaves. So I had all these, the dark green leaves, the regular green, and then the bright green leaves on the top. I don't know the exact names, but I had all these, so I just switched it out. So this one has virtually stayed the same. I didn't really want to change this one too much, but then the other ones, what I did was I took them and I made them, I'll throw a picture up on the screen right now if you don't know what they look like. But the other 2, especially the yellow one, was a lot taller. So there was the red orangish one, which is what I turned this one into, which I didn't change. Then there was a olive green one, which was a medium-sized one, which has turned into these. And then there was the big tall yellow one, which turned into these as well. So what I did was I took the pieces and I shortened them, and I made, I think it was these 2. And after making these 2, I realized an addition from the parts I had from taking them off, I could actually make 1 more tree. So that's how I ended up with 4 trees. And honestly, looking at these trees, I love them. I love the colors. I love the brown using the dinosaur tails inside. I think they're such great trees, and I can't wait to see how they look in the Central Park because it's something I think every park needs. I definitely want to have more coming down here, but I also think it's important not to have too many, which is why I think up here 3 is enough. I only want 1 in this little area. Once this dog park is done, I'm thinking 1 or 2, maybe 2, maybe 3 over in this area, and maybe 1, maybe 2 at the most over here. So I'm probably only looking at about like 6, 7 more trees, depending on how I think I need to do. But the rest of the trees that I have in the city, or in the Central Park, sorry, will all be pieces I have to order. So these right now, I built these because I had the pieces and they came from the A-frame cabin, which I didn't love the colors. So I was like, you know what, might as well make some sort of semi-custom trees. So let's place these in. So here are the trees. I don't like how it picks it up on camera because you can't really tell, but they are very dominating, which is why I don't think more than 3 trees up here is how I want to do it. So as you can tell, I place one right here in this little path so it doesn't completely block the statue, but it provides a little bit of shade. I added one down here because there's not going to be much room in this lower tier, so I figured might as well add one. I didn't love the look of it barren over here. I felt like this was a nice corner for it. I wanted to put one in the middle. And then over here I have the sort of taller one in the corner because that's kind of a flat, boring corner, so I wanted to put a more substantial tree. And at first, when I placed these 2, I was in a bit of a conundrum because I had this 3rd one, and I'll show you the 4th one in a second, but I had the 3rd one and I didn't exactly know where to put it because it didn't look right, that they were almost symmetrical trees. It just looked wrong. And when I tried to put it there, it looked too cramped. And so that's when I decided I wanted to put one down here. And I think it looks really nice. And then the final one is this one. It's on this little elevated area. I think this one looks nice. It's a nice little entrance tree. And yeah. So here are the trees in my Lego Central Park. I really like the look of these actually. Coming in, I didn't know if I loved them, if they were a little too barren, because they aren't too full of trees compared to some of the other tree models out there. But I think that's perfectly fine. They provide a little bit of a skeleton for the Central Park, but they're not so dense that that's all you see and it blocks the rest. So I think it looks really good. So like I said, in the future, now that I see how these trees look, I will probably be ordering more parts. First, I think it's important to actually complete this section, so definitely soon you should be seeing an update. I think I want to try next I want to focus actually on the base, which is building all the green, and then coming down and detailing it, doing the dog park, whatever I put here. I think I want to put a court here, I'm not really sure, and then detailing the farmer's market. But for now, I think it's important to get the base, because this is just going to be copy and pasted down again, but this is going to be a more gradual grade because the farmer's market is going to be along it. And then the biggest thing, honestly, is just plating it off because it requires so much green plate. But I think I'm going to use, when I originally built this, I didn't have the fake green plate. So now that I have the fake 16 by 16s, maybe I'll get some more and just lay these down because they're such a great solution. I know it's bad, no one likes them, but you know what? I think they're good for the price that they are and for the quality that they are. I think it's very reasonable because I don't know if I said this in one of my last videos, if you haven't seen it. When I went on Bricklink, it was going to be well over $200 to get all the 16 by 16s just to plate this entire Central Park off. It was well over that. And I can't rationalize that as an expense because there's so many other pieces that I would rather invest in. And if I can cut a few corners, then I'll do that. But I don't think it makes the farm look any worse because when you stand here at the end of the day, you'd never know that that was fake. It all looks green to me. So yeah. So I really like the look of these trees. This is a nice view. Again, these are getting picked up, but this one you can't really tell on camera, but it is substantial in real life. And then that one over there. So that's about it. So thank you for watching. Hopefully soon, I keep saying this, but there will be a 100 subscriber special eventually. It's going to be probably a big update. So I want to kind of hold off on it. I want to make sure it's complete. And but hopefully soon you should be seeing a city update doing the Central Park. Then maybe, right now I'm kind of holding off on this area because of a bunch of different factors, but I definitely, one of the biggest things I want to do, as you can see, I actually laid these plates down. I had a bunch of them in my collection, and I want to do something here, and I want to do something here, because after developing this area, I thought it was so cool, like the alleyways, and I really want to focus on those small details. So if you have any ideas, sorry, this garbage truck is in the way, but if you have any ideas for what to put here and what to put here, that would be super helpful. So throw them in the comments. And for the people who are saying, oh, just shift this forward or shift this backward and put a modular in the back or in the front, it really doesn't work, because if I were to shift them back, then the sidewalk wouldn't align. When I shift them forward, the sidewalk wouldn't align, and the skyscrapers feel way too close to these. But that's a whole separate video. This is supposed to be trees. Sorry for going on. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you like these trees, please let me know. If you have any ideas, please let me know. And again, one last time, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.